Do you want to stop going upwind like this? Make sure you check out this video. Because sailing upwind is one of the most important things in windsurfing. Blasting downwind, of course, is the most fun, is the fastest, but it's all about going upwind first. There's 3 tips I would say which are very important to do this. If you are slalom sailing or maybe even free race or have free race equipment and you have an adjustable outhole, put the outhole tighter. When the outhole is tighter, the sail becomes a little bit more flat and makes it easier to go upwind. Because if you have the outhole pretty wide, the sail has taking a lot of power, but it also makes the sail drift downwind a little bit. So if you have an adjustable outhole system, even easier, you pull it tight and you go upwind. If you don't have this, and in some sessions you will recognize that you have to go more upwind than others, pull your outhole a little bit tighter. Even if you really go extreme and you go the other side of a lake, for example, put your outhole tight to go upwind, and then there you can adjust it again, because going downwind, I advise you to have a little bit more belly in the sail and release the outhole a little bit again. The second tip I have is that you shouldn't point too much into the wind. A lot of people make the mistake that if they want to go upwind, they kind of steer the nose of the board straight into the wind and lose a lot of speed. Even if you are still planing and you go too slow, you basically drift downwind without maybe you even noticing. I really want you to keep enough speed to make sure you have the forward momentum and kind of play with the angle that you can go into the wind. There is a limit, of course, you cannot go straight into the wind, but make sure that it's not all about your nose pointing into the wind. It's about keeping enough speed while trying to do so. And this leaves us to the last and I think most important tip. It's about your hips. Because the moment, if you want to go upwind and you turn your hips into the wind, so for me, I'm going this direction now, and I turn my hips into the wind, what you can see is that my hands are moving as well. My shoulders are moving, and this means I have the boom right here, I'm pulling my gear into the wind. So it kind of means that wherever my hips are facing is where my gear wants to go. So if I'm sailing with the wind in my back, crosswind, I have my hips straight. If I want to go downwind and I turn my hips away from the wind, you can see my body is following me and the gear will follow. And more important, upwind, you turn into the wind and everything will follow. So really focus, next time you go upwind, focus on your hips, focus on turning them in, and you will see that your gear will come completely with. Do you think that the tips in this video are helpful for your session? Make sure you subscribe and check the other videos as well, because we have way more tips for you available.